Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, it was 1901 and we are playing as Sammun-Mak's great-grandfathers. And there's this guy over here, Paperweight, who has built this hippo spunks thing, which is kind of like a hippo skunk that sprays out of its nose. And we need to find a way into this thing to prove we are worthy for a trip to go to Egypt and enter the tomb of Sammun-Mak. So we need to figure out how to do that. And it probably involves this can over here. Can no nuts.
Woo! What in God's name are you doing with that can of nuts?
Oh! Also, Santa's here.
Well, that was a disconcerting twist on an old joke.
Power came from me, Samus. My body's all tingly. I've never felt anything like it.
You may notice a lot of bodily changes over the next few years, little buddy. It's all part of...
I want to do it again. Hey!
Where did they run off to?
Let me guess. They just... Yep, fake.
Think this substitute can of nuts will work the same as the original?
I have my doubts, Maximus.
The magic of the ancients.
It's a surefire laugh-getter, anyway.
Yeah, but it didn't make me all tingly like the one the elf swiped. We've gotta get that can back, Samus.
So, is our villain for this chapter going to be Santa?
Think this substitute can of nuts?
I have my...
Oh, it's actually repeating the whole conversation. Well, what about this? Do we have that power now? No. We have astral projection, which will allow us to jump around between the reels we are watching and experiencing. Because, by the way, that's what's going on, where technically watching a movie of what happened in 1901, but using Max's psychic powers, we're also experiencing it. And also, by the way, it seems that, yes, this entire chapter is going to be played in this movie format, given that the file name says Reel 1 instead of Act 1. Well, how do we get in here now?
The nostrils are shut.
Place your offering in the divine nostrils.
Well, all we got is cookies, and those kind of don't work. But gonna try them anyway.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
I was about to say, putting the cookies in didn't work for Santa. So we also have to say a password of some sort. And once again, all the answers are no.
There's more cookies in it for you if you open your mouth.
Possibly even a maple nougat nut cluster. Oh boy!
Oh, it is actually part skunk.
Hieroglyphics are a little rusty.
It's not shooting the spray out of its nose. It's pushing us back using its breath, and then its spray is under its tail over here.
I'm not going in that way, not even for a free trip to Egypt.
So it's literally a skunk hippo. Interesting.
Place your off.
What are the other options going to do?
May the divine odor of...
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now,
Let's try the other ones.
Spunks, old pal. You remember us, don't you?
Sure he does. He couldn't forget these faces.
Let us in, buddy. Boy, it's been ages.
Oh, boy. Oh.
I wish we had a friend who knew all about hieroglyphics. You know, a mummy or whatever.
Place your...
All of these options are, of course, going to be wrong.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thine...
But that's why we gotta
Now,
try them.
Nice Sphinx. Pretty Sphinx.
Please let us in?
You won't be sorry.
the Sphinx is unmoved by entreaties.
Oh, boy. Oh. Whatever happened to that weird mole man? Or woman?
Place your...
We'll get to her eventually. She dropped a newspaper, which is going to be important for some reason.
May the divine...
Very good. You have passed now.
So, good to know, by the way, that cookies are the initial key. Or at least they seem to be. Maybe we could just put anything in here. But then there's only one specific thing paired with whatever specific password we need.
Afraid I left my reading glasses at home. Is that first word open or...
Nice try.
Oh, boy. Oh.
My hieroglyphics are a little rusty.
Place your...
I wonder what that says. More importantly, I wonder if what it says is accurate to what it says in real life.
May the divine odor of...
Like actual hieroglyphics.
Very good. You have passed the first. Now,
Foot snake river bird.
Open up, or I take the leash off my little buddy here. You don't want to tangle with my little buddy.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Yeah, you should know better than to try and threaten a skunk.
Oh, hey, Mr. K.
Oh, where does a plutocrat go to get a little peace?
Plutocrat?
Poor guy. He's crawled back to his chair in defeat.
Defeat! The word isn't in my vocabulary.
You know, there's gotta be a reason that we can actually send him up there.
Oh, you fell down. Here, let me help you up.
Keep your pincers off me, you drooling little cretin! If you have the teeth.
You're just repeating stuff.
You're all idiots, understand? I can't even believe I hired you in the first place. You know why I did? I'll tell you why I did. Because you're my wife's nephew, that's why. And you know that. And you're not small enough to be an elf. An elf should only be this high. Look at you. Oh, of course. You're wearing high heels.
Let's just move on.
Ooh, funny papers.
But they're all in hieroglyphics.
That seems important.
Hieroglyphic funnies. I'd be splitting my sides if I could read ancient Egyptian.
And that mole was reading this. Perhaps we should go looking for that mole.
Where are we going, Samus?
Little Arctic Circle.
And we're apparently going to look for them at Little Arctic Circle, a chunk of the frozen north on the lower west side.
Filthy elves! You pollute the sacred relics of the mole people.
Oh, lay off! Go on, burrow back where you came from.
Yeah, go chew on an earthworm, you friggin' undergrounder. Ha! I curse you!
Ooh, I'm quaking in me little elven booties.
Why can't we all get along, Samus?
Because most of us are little buddy.
You know, I was just thinking, maybe that elf actually did deserve to go to hell. Season 2 reference, in case you're wondering. Let me talk to you. Fine. Let's talk to the elf that stole the can.
I'm mildly disturbed to see you torturing this elf.
Yeah, elf torturing should be left to us professionals.
Icebox don't mind. He likes it, don't you, Icebox? Icebox is very cooperative.
It don't hurt that he's full up on jolly juice.
How you doing in there, Icebox?
What's the matter? Yous get off at the wrong stop or something?
Swells like yous generally steer clear of Little Arctic Circle.
We're here to gape at the depressing squalor of your miserable ghetto and congratulate ourselves on our comparative good breeding.
Oh, knock yourselves out.
We represent Toymaker's Local 614.
Stand up and be counted. No contract, no work.
Pipe down. We don't need that kind of trouble. We got a cushy setup here.
5 hours off every other month. Oh, and we just last week talked the boss into taking the steel tip off the whip.
Don't louse it up for us.
Who's the Dane you were fighting with when we walked in?
Crazy old bat. Some cock and bull story about how the moles is the eternal guardians of the tomb of some joik.
Sammun-Mak.
Yeah, and get this. Our can of nuts is really some kind of mumbo-jumbo voodoo drum in her creepy religion. And when I don't hand it over to her, she zaps me with the full-on gypsy Kleist routine.
Tough break.
Banana oil. That stuff might kill him in Moldavia or wherever, but it don't play in the US of A.
So, the curse doesn't worry you at all?
Nah, us elves don't believe in that magical junk.
Well, you will eventually.
What in God's name you doing with that can of nuts?
Wyken, what does it look like?
Special job for Mr. K himself.
We's in the toy and novelty racket, see? We swiped, that is, we managed to acquire this nifty little gizmo here.
Sports a couple of interesting features.
We cracked the code and Boss Kringle makes a fortune selling it over the holidays.
Which means big bonuses for the likes of us.
Give it up. You'll never manage to reverse engineer that can of nuts. It only works in the presence of Max's ineffable aura.
Right. I hate to say it, but you guys' auras are just plain effable.
Ah, Guan, you chumps got no more claim on this can than we do. Only we got it, and we're keeping it, see?
We'll see about that, you bonsai bandits.
No, Maximus? I think we should go.
Huh?
They're only gonna kill themselves trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, we've got the toy idea that's gonna set the industry on its ear. See you in the funny papers, suckers.
Wait a minute! The boss will pay big if we bring him a great new concept.
And it's true, we ain't getting nowhere with this can of nuts.
Tell you what, Pally, we might be willing to work out a trade. Give us your toy idea. If it's really a winner like you say, we'll let you have the can. No fuss.
Okay, so what sort of toy are we going to want to... Inflatable dartboard, sure, let's go with that.
It's an inflatable dartboard.
Tried that last year. It was a bust.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Slinko adventure game, board game, sausage stuffer.
My first sausage stuffer.
A fun way to dispose of leftover lunch meat, household vermin, and scabs.
Ah, please, you're making me heave here.
The options are going away one by one.
It's a board game. A top hat, an iron, and a little dog go around building hotels, and you're all trying to make each other go bankrupt.
Interesting idea, but I don't think it'll fly.
The kids ain't into capitalism nowadays.
I knew they were gonna put it down thinking it wasn't a good one.
It's a coiled up spring you push downstairs.
Hey, I like pushing things downstairs.
Nah, dumb idea.
try this one.
Point and click adventure games.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, that was better than I thought it would be. I had a feeling that they were going to reference the fact that we were playing an adventure game, but that was better than I thought it would be.
My Little Pony keg.
With braidable hoses.
Kids love beer. Yeah, but Mr. K don't.
We're out of options.
As a matter of fact,
You got nothing.
we got something all right, but we're holding out on you.
Gotta clear it with the boss first.
You do that. Come back when you're ready to talk toys. And if your idea's as hot as you say, we'll kick the can over to you.
Kick the can. Good one, Slushy.
Shut up.
Those round-headed rats! They can't do this to me! I mean him! That can of nuts belongs to Maximus by right of psychic possession!
I know, but unless our great-grandpas can dig up a great toy idea, I'm afraid they're out of luck.
Interesting. Is this a thing? Yes, it is.
Genuine snowballs, hand-carved by immigrant elves.
Anything else? Get a larger view. Go back to theater. Eventually, I'll be able to talk to Maximus. Oh, hey, there's another elf over here.
Got change for a dime?
What do I look like, Rockefeller?
You guys need to stop talking whenever I walk up to you, because then I talk to you and interrupt what you were saying.
Got change for a dime?
What do I look like, Rockefeller?
Change for a dime. Is that important?
Lost baby.
We've got to see that show, Samus. They've got posters up everywhere.
Yeah, that character is definitely going to be important. Oh, I can talk to you now.
I wish I'd paid better attention back in Mrs. O'Shaughnessy's hieroglyphics class. We're going to a lot of trouble for a can of nuts.
Psychic can of nuts, Samus.
I never knew you had psychic powers, Maximus.
I'm as surprised as you are. The spirit voices never let on.
By the way, I really like... Oh my goodness! Corner of Straight and Narrow. Is this where Sammun-Mak's office is going to wind up being? Hold on. Let me see if I can recognize any buildings here. Oh my goodness! No way! This is actually Sammun-Mak's office. And there's where Bosco's is going to be. You know, in Season 1, there was another building in between these two. These two buildings got squished together at the start of Season 2. I guess they somehow expanded the block in between right now and Season 1?
Room for rent.
You'd have to be pretty desperate to take a room around here.
Ha. What was I saying before I realized where we were? Ooh, look at this.
Excuse me, buddy. I wonder if you could direct me to... Wait a minute. This isn't a real man. It's one of those snowmen they make to fool visitors to Little Arctic Circle.
Oh, so that's why snowmen are a thing. Anything else over here that I should be aware of? I mean, clicking anywhere around here tries to take us back to the theater, so this cart is not important. So, let's head on inside, possibly. Assuming there's nothing else. A hitching post.
Have you got a quarter for the hitching post?
The horse got towed, Samus, remember?
Hey, Mac, could you tell me that... They did it to me again.
Alright, let's head inside. A cellar apartment, and how like these, you'll... Don't know what that said.
Maybe we came at a bad time.
Well, the game is saved.
Excuse me, sir or madam. I can see you're busy muttering to yourself, but
Why you break my concentration on curse? You in cahoots with disgusting elves, no?
no.
Wait! Nicht gelesen du Fizzle einzufällt. It is you, not boy.
Sumith, she just called me Nut Boy.
The one with great power from body to squish himself down to can of nuts, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's me, Nut Boy.
Not boy. Oh, rotten, stinking, disc-sick elves. So long I am searching after sacred cannons stolen from tomb of Sammun-Mak. To find it in theater, to see it making with glorious magic, not boy squished down with fat doggy friend.
Huh?
And then to lose it to grubby little sacrilegious maggot elves. Oh, for the strength of 10 moles to crush them to paste.
Crushing elves to paste. Sounds fun.
And invigorating.
You, not boy and fat doggy friend. You will come to aid of pitiful mole woman. You will take Cannonut back from nasty elves and bring it to mole woman.
Sure.
The first part, anyway.
And perhaps there is something mole woman can do for you.
Do you have a name by any chance? Oh, this part is important.
We can't get through this gate till we read the inscription.
It wouldn't be so hard, only they went and wrote it in some crazy picture language.
Remind me what the symbols are, and I will tell you how the inscription reads.
Well, as I recall, there was a foot, a snake, then 2 squiggles, and a bird.
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Hey, hieroglyphics are easy. I didn't realize this was going to be one of those educational movies.
Keep watching.
Interesting.
We're in need of a hearty chuckle. Can you read us something from your hieroglyphic funny pages?
Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Mole mates creating much merriment up and down the Nile. In first panel, husband mole say to wife, "You very angry with me, no?" You can see it's true because wife mole have scorpions crawling from the eyes. In second panel, husband say, "It's because you caught me." Oh, how you say it as making the monkey dance with the beautiful temple mole maiden who have the sensuous quivering nostrils. And in the third panel, husband is falling over backwards from great astonishment when the wife saying to him, "No, it's because you cut the cucumber lengthwise." Oh, you get it? Because, who cuts a cucumber lengthwise? It's crazy, no? I mean, can you imagine what kind of crazy nut would... Americans have no sense of humor.
We'll come back.
You said something about the tomb of Sammun-Mak.
Ah, how I miss it. The happy pitter-patter of little scarabs, the smiling faces of the sarcophagi. Guarding the tomb has been our family business for many generations.
Why did you leave the old country?
Oh, tomb guarding business not what it used to be. Nowadays, no decent tomb raiders to impale. So, family sent me here. I make it big in America, I send for them.
I'm sure the famous mole humor will come through to us if you read another strip.
Okie dokie. Oh, everybody loves Fred Jackal. Fred Jackal is always up to abusing hijinks. Oh, here, Fred Jackal hiding under the bed. His master said to him, "Come out, Fred Jackal. I am not angry for you for making in center of living room carpet a steaming pile of dung with many flies buzzing around from the steam." And now, in little bubble of thought, Fred Jackal is saying, "He does not know. I cut the cucumber lengthwise." A cucumber cut lengthwise is funny. Is very funny. Never will I understand this country.
One more.
So she says to him, I can't believe you cut the cucumber lengthwise.
Timing is off.
Okay, back to this.
Can you tell us how to say those hieroglyphics again? A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird?
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Gee, hieroglyphics are easy.
I should write that down just in case. Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie indeed. So we got some valuable information. Still no idea how we're supposed to get that can of magic back. So, we'll have to figure that out elsewhere. For now, though, it is time for our second episode break of this stream. And so, we will be right back. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and head back to the Sphinx and try not to get sprayed. Probably will be able to get in, and from there, I don't know what we'll accomplish.